but I think that's where this gets to be messy, because if this roster changes, as you suggest it should, and I 100% agree with, it's not going to get more talented, right? They're not going to spend money. So what are the potential changes? There's three of them, right? There's trade Pablo Lopez. It gets worse. Trade Joe Ryan. Trade Byron Buxton. Like you decimate the high level major league talent to bring in a bunch of younger dudes and probably start that wave earlier than it's supposed to be, and then it becomes a we're going to give you a handful of years with the Walker Jenkins of the world, the Luke Keishels of the world, the Manuel Rodriguez of the world. You know, those the pitchers that are close, right? The Connor Prelips, um, and you know next year you're going to lose 100 games, but you're going to do it with guys that are going to develop at the big league level. I don't see any world where the Twins, like, how if you're cutting payroll, if you and you've traded all your assets,
Mm-hmm.
most of your assets, how is a 26 roster going to be more equipped to compete? It's not,
Yeah, it's
right?
hard. It's I mean, it's really hard to envision a world in which I think like Falvey said today that he didn't know what the budget is for next year, which seems
Right.
Yeah. So
weird.
they pretty much indicated that until they know who these limited partners are for certain, they're not going to speak to anything payroll related, and everything is being put into the resources of finding a new manager because that does not require as much input from new limited partners and ownership. So, I mean, for the next month, that's all we're really going to hear is about potential candidates. And I think, externally right now, James Rosen and Derek Shelton are probably the lead candidates from what we were hearing in the last couple of weeks around the ballpark. I mean, ideally, I think Torrey Hunter would be great. He would be the perfect mentor to kind of, guide Royce Lewis to his full potential since he's been around him for such a long time in most of his professional life. So I think that would be a great one for Twins fans, but also that comes with, the stigma of the negative sides of being a manager, which, we saw with Paul Molitor. A fan favorite player throughout his entire career in Minnesota, no matter where he was playing. But also, when he was not doing well with some of his decision making, he got a lot of the brunt of the heat, as any manager does. So, do we want to have Torrey Hunter be that guy? I don't know. But I mean, that's the thing they're going to be discussing a lot over the next month is these options for manager, payroll. As it stands, is going to be where it's at right now. There wasn't too much of a clear answer on who they would trade, if anyone, but it sounds like they're intended on keeping Ryan, Lopez, and Buxton together right now. Obviously, that could
Mhm.
easily change, but that is the hey. I'm not saying you have to agree with it, but that's just what Falvey said today.
Yeah. I guess I mean thanks for all of that, Theo. I mean, I feel like that just brings me back to like not caring about who the new manager is. Honestly, if your mo as new manager of the Minnesota Twins is to get a poor roster or a subpar roster, which is what this is currently, and like let's say best case scenario, you keep that rotation together, and there's not significant adds to the offense. And even if you add those prospects, Erod, Jenkins, Culpepper, whoever, they're going to need time to adjust to the major league pitching. I don't think let's put it this way. I don't think there's any manager who can influence outside of the talent they're given. Like, can you manage it well? Yes. Can you create good clubhouse culture and chemistry? Yes. If you have a bad collection of players or a subpar collection of players, can you win? No, not in my opinion.